Beneath the rugged surface of Utah's Uinta Basin, where twisted juniper trees claw at the desert sky and legends of treasure stretch back generations, something extraordinary has surfaced. At Blind Frog Ranch, an infamous 160-acre property shrouded in mystery, a discovery has turned scientific heads and treasure hunters wild. A rare element, more valuable than gold, hidden in the depths of the earth. Traditional gold rush tales, this story is tangled in a bizarre weave of geology, folklore, and unexplainable phenomena. The element, initially dismissed as a local mineral oddity, has now been identified as a substance of significant scientific and economic value. Its composition and rarity place it among the rarest known on Earth, an element whose presence could reshape the global market and reframe theories about the geological makeup of the American West. The ranch had long been a hub for treasure lore. For years, it drew in explorers and investigators fueled by whispers of Aztec gold, Spanish faults, and strange electromagnetic anomalies. But it wasn't until a recent expedition tunneled deeper into an unstable cavern system that the mysterious substance was uncovered, embedded in crystalline form, veined through a matrix of volcanic rock. Initial geologic surveys misidentified the material as a mix of vanadium and titanium oxides. However, under electron microscopy and isotopic analysis, researchers discovered a new composite that included trace elements previously only found in deep ocean hydrothermal vents and meteorite impact zones. Its isotopic fingerprint revealed a level of purity and density far surpassing anything seen in terrestrial mining. Not only was it stable at extreme temperatures, but it also exhibited superconductive properties previously only theorized. What made this element particularly valuable was its energy potential. Analysts from private energy firms and defense contractors, after confidential sampling, estimated that the material, unnamed publicly for security reasons, could revolutionize clean energy storage and propulsion systems. Market valuation placed a single kilogram at nearly $180 million. The veins running through Blind Frog Ranch could hold upwards of $3 billion in raw material. Despite the scientific excitement, the discovery plunged the ranch into deeper mystery. The substance's proximity to ancient mining shafts, carved in ways inconsistent with known Native American or colonial Spanish methods, raised more questions than answers. Infrared scanning of the surrounding area showed unnatural geometric voids below the surface, suggesting massive underground chambers or tunnels sealed centuries ago. Geologists and historians unearthed contradictory records. Some old survey maps from the 1800s showed a military exclusion zone in the area, with references to unknown metallic anomalies and dangerous gas activity. More cryptically, local Ute tribal oral histories told of stones that sing, believed to carry spirits or curses, buried by ancestral protectors to keep their power hidden. Beyond folklore, the site itself seemed hostile to invasive exploration. Drones sent into deeper shafts malfunctioned without clear cause. Radio interference blocked satellite communication. One tunnel crew reported physical disorientation and symptoms resembling radiation sickness, though no measurable radiation was detected. Within days of the discovery's preliminary announcement, the area surrounding the ranch became restricted. Unmarked helicopters were seen patrolling the airspace. A low-profile joint task force involving geological surveyors, defense officials, and private contractors arrived under the guise of environmental study. What began as a fringe curiosity had become a high-level operation. Local residents reported increased surveillance and nighttime activity near the ranch's perimeter. A perimeter fence, previously wire and wood, was replaced with reinforced steel fencing and motion sensors. Cameras monitored the main access road, and security personnel, clad in plain clothing but clearly well-trained, guarded the entrances. In academic circles, the discovery ignited debate. Some scholars questioned the possibility of an earthborne element so rare and potent being concentrated in such a localized area. Others theorized that the substance could be the remnant of an ancient meteor strike, one that embedded alien isotopes into the rock millions of years ago. A more speculative fringe of scientists posited that the element might be synthetic in origin, evidence of pre-human advanced civilizations or extraterrestrial interference. Blind Frog Ranch had already been at the center of supernatural speculation due to magnetic anomalies, strange lights, and unexplained weather events. The presence of this newly discovered element only deepened the intrigue. Some believed the mineral itself emitted an electromagnetic field that could distort reality, or explaining the ranch's long reputation for strange occurrences. Despite government denials of interference, leaked internal reports from energy sector insiders hinted at an international interest in the site. It was suspected that representatives from multiple foreign governments had attempted to negotiate sampling rights or buy data through third-party brokers. Ownership of the ranch became another point of contention. The current owners, known for their interest in treasure hunting and historical preservation, refused to sell. They claimed to be working with independent scientists to better understand the substance, and insisted the public had a right to know the truth behind what lay beneath Blind Frog Ranch. However, sources close to the operation hinted at increasing pressure from private interests looking to seize control, either legally or covertly. Mining rights, environmental protection laws, and national security concerns collided in legal limbo. Meanwhile, the rare element remained locked underground, too valuable to ignore, too volatile to exploit quickly, and too strange to fully understand. Amid the speculation, satellite imagery showed subtle shifts in the terrain around the ranch. What looked like minor collapses or sinkholes appeared on multiple occasions, prompting theories of a larger subterranean network slowly destabilizing. Geological models suggested that whatever system housed the rare element could stretch beyond the ranch itself, possibly connected to other anomalous locations in the region, including the infamous Skinwalker Ranch just miles away. Several researchers have since compared the two sites, noting similarities in electromagnetic disturbances, unexplained light phenomena, and the presence of unique minerals. Some proposed that Blind Frog Ranch may be part of a broader geological corridor rich in undiscovered materials and possibly tied to long-forgotten ancient knowledge or cataclysmic planetary events. Meanwhile, global demand for rare earth elements continues to rise, especially those required for next-generation technologies. The implications of Blind Frog Ranch's find are massive. A single cache of material that could leapfrog current battery technology, power space propulsion, or create stable superconductors at room temperature. Yet the ranch remains closed to the public. Access is tightly controlled. The few images that have emerged, grainy, infrared scans, and partial cross-sections of the substance, only add to the mystery. Scientists involved in the early phase of discovery have gone silent, some citing non-disclosure agreements, others simply vanishing from public view. Speculation continues to mount. Is this a breakthrough held back by geopolitical tension? A relic of ancient knowledge unearthed too soon? Or simply a natural phenomenon misunderstood and overhyped for now? The element rests within Utah's red earth, unseen but not forgotten. Its discovery has elevated Blind Frog Ranch from a backwoods curiosity to a focal point of global scientific and economic attention. And as pressure builds to extract its secrets, the true mystery may lie not in what has been found, but in what forces are determined to keep it hidden. Barren landscapes stretch beneath an unyielding desert sun. Scrawny juniper groves stand sentinel atop cracked sandstone mesas, where wind-carved bellies funnel secrets into the earth. High above, vultures circle in lazy spirals. Somewhere beneath that sun-baked ground, a discovery unfolds, beyond value, beyond expectation, at Blind Frog Ranch. The ranch, lodged in Utah's remote Uinta Basin, had long attracted treasure hunters drawn by lore. Tales of Aztec gold, Spanish galleons, even whispered references to meteorite remnants. Over time, the legend eclipsed facts. A scattering of dilapidated structures faded into the backdrop of a forgotten petroleum patch. Even the frog-shaped pond that gave the ranch its name looked composed of cracked mud and runaway desert grasses, nothing more than a memory. All that changed in early spring. Permission granted to a small team of private geologists and mineralogists to survey old caverns beneath the ranch. They arrived with portable drills, seismographs, isotopic detectors, and electron microscopes in tow, an arsenal of modern exploration. Their goal was curiosity. No one expected what they would unearth. The substance appeared first as crystalline seams winding through fractured basalt. At first glance, it looked like quartz, but it shimmered with an unearthly iridescence, colors shifting like oil on water. As fragments were chipped away and examined under X-ray fluorescence, the team realized they held something extraordinary.